Earlier, we showed you how you can grab onto a web page by holding the right mouse button down. You don't have to hold it down forever. Less than a quarter of a second, you'll be locked onto the page. Then you can move your mouse to scroll up and down through the page. And we have acceleration built in, so if you give it a little swipe up, it should take you pretty close to the top of the page. If you overshoot, you'll bounce off the edges. Now, what we didn't show you is how we can combine this with the mouse wheel. If I roll my mouse wheel forward, for example, I can zoom in on this column of text. This is different than regular web browsers where you can increase font size, which oftentimes ruins the formatting of a page, or some browsers that allow some limited level of zoom. In emoko, you have sort of an unlimited level of zoom, as close as you want to get to the page. Now, this is great for reading regular web pages, but it's really good for looking at images. So, for example, I'm going to zoom in on this eye here and zoom back out to see the entire face. Or over on this high-res image here, I'm going to zoom in on a detail that you could never see in a regular web browser. Normally what you would have to do is download these images to your hard drive and then load them up in a program like Photoshop or something like that. So we think this is a really powerful feature for emoko. I just want to mention that you do not actually need to be grabbed on or locked onto a web page to zoom in and out. You can do it at any time. But grabbing keeps distortion out of the picture. So for example, if I'm in here close like this and I look up, that's obviously a very distorted image. But if I grab on, right-click and hold, now that takes the distortion out. It keeps me locked on looking directly at the page.